All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's episode of The Rugs. I'm Vic,
I'm Xavier.
and welcome back. Happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Today is going to be a relatively short episode. We're going to mostly be discussing football, free agency. It's going to take a big chunk. A lot of big moves, if you agree, a lot of shocking ones we come to see, and then we're going to be talking about Drew Brees after that. So, first things first, Massacre Week. People are getting cut left and right. People are taking pay
I'm
cuts.
surprised. I'm surprised I'm still here. I'm surprised I didn't get cut.
I know. I got signed. I got franchise tagged. Yeah. Everyone's getting. Did the Patriots call you up?
No, but if they did, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Sprouts who? Sprouts and Five Below who? Sign me up, man. What am I doing? I'm just the practice quarterback and all that. Practice squad quarterback.
Your practice squad. I'd
For
do it.
sure, man.
I'd do it. In a heartbeat. So first things first, free agency. There's a lot of big names to sign. People have been signing left and right, restructuring contracts. But I think the biggest free agent that signed was Dak Prescott. 4 years, $160 million.
We discussed that one last week.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. It
Yeah,
was
we
last
got
week.
we got that one. Remember, chase that Dak type of money.
Oh yeah, get Dak money. I forgot. Okay.
What's it called? So basically, the only ones. So after that, I think, yeah. After that, it's all new.
So you just want the big names, right? You don't want like the.
We could go over some other guys
Okay,
too,
cool,
interesting
cool.
ones, or doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Okay. So
And then
Trent.
we still also have the news about Galladay potentially a Giant. Bengals offered him a contract. Does he want to play with Joe Burrow? Who knows? But yeah, let's go and go. One of the bigger free agents re-signing Aaron Jones. That one I think he signed literally probably a day after we recorded. Aaron Jones is going back to the Packers for 4 years, 48 mil.
12 million average.
You like that? You like that deal?
No, do not pay quarterbacks, and if you do, don't pay them in the double digits.
Quarterbacks?
No, running backs. Running backs. Did I say quarterbacks?
You said, I think you said cornerbacks or quarterbacks. You said one of those.
My bad. I running backs.
Don't pay Aaron Rodgers $12 million.
He does not deserve $12 million.
He doesn't deserve $12
needs
million.
that pay cut. They needed to sign Corey Linsley back. It was a much better addition. Running backs come and go. It's the most replaceable position in all of football. They charge signing Corey Linsley for around the same type of average annual income. I don't. What Aaron Jones is not going to change anything. It's cool. You got him back, but I'm not a big fan of signing running backs.
They need weapons
for a while. Draft
it's
one.
Good.
It's
good in as like. Yeah, it's true, but you can always try to. I think they'll probably trade up, or they'll get a pretty solid lineman at least in the draft. Aaron Jones, keep him there. Keep Aaron Rodgers happy. Aaron Jones leaves. Aaron Rodgers probably gets mad because they're not bringing back. Who's their backup? The one that doesn't fumble the ball.
Jamal Williams.
He's not coming back, so you kind of have to figure out something unless they're going to really give the keys.
AJ Dillon looked good.
The keys to AJ Dillon, but I don't know. We still have to see a little bit more from him. Okay, so that one. Okay, so we have the Packers. Let's see what else. If you have any that you want to talk about, just go ahead and bring it up. Oh, Broncos pick up Von Miller's option. I'm actually really surprised with that. Especially with everything that happened
in the offseason.
Yeah, he had a very interesting offseason, but they do bring him back, so he is due 18 million, 7 million is guaranteed. He's gonna play his last year of his contract. After that, it's probably like, okay, you're not our mess anymore. Go play in Tampa. More likely, he's gonna go sign with Tampa, go chase a ring with Tom Brady. And know what me and Vince are talking about it. I don't blame football players chasing rings, to be honest, or just selling out for all that money, because it's a super deadly sport, dangerous sport.
I mean, it's either one or the other, right?
Yeah, well, but like, a lot of people are like, oh, like with basketball with LeBron and all that, going to Miami, teaming up, everyone was calling like, what a coward, all this, he can't do it himself type of crap, all that kind of stuff. But I feel like in football, yeah, you get to play one game, but you're not guaranteed next week especially what if this guy falls down on you? We saw with Alex Smith, lineman or defensive end fell on him, basically caved his leg in, almost lost his leg, could have changed his whole life.
Possibly, yeah.
So I don't doubt it, or I don't blame him. Guys chasing rings, but yeah. So I thought that was interesting because I really thought they were gonna cut Von Miller. I thought they were gonna be like, no, fuck it, get rid of it. He was a distraction during the offseason. That carries probably that same distraction going into camp. Maybe some of the players don't respect him as much anymore after hearing that. I don't even know if they end up did they drop the allegations?
I don't know.
Von Miller?
I don't know. I have not heard anything.
I stopped hearing about it too. So I'm like, okay, like I guess not. But all right then. So let's move on. And then of course the fucking Bucks. They bring back Shaq Barrett, 4 years, 72 million. What's your thoughts on that?
I saw it coming. As a Browns fan, they need edge rushers, so I had my eye on Shaq Barrett, but it looked like they're just gonna bring the band back together, and that's just pretty much what it's looking like. So I'm not surprised, to say the least. Yeah, it's
so he's
4 years.
making 70.
I'm trying to do the math on the fly too. That's like 13. No,
I have it right here.
Okay. So it's 18 million.
Tracker. 17 total guaranteed, 34.225 mil. Guaranteed at signing, he got basically all of that to 34. I said 32, huh? 34.25 million. He's getting that guaranteed at signing, and he has a potential out after 3 years. But by then he'll be making 51. He would have made 51 million out of his contract. And let's see what the dead money is with him if they let him go at that point.
After 3 years?
Dead money with him, yeah. After 3 years, dead money is 7.5 million.
It's not good. It's not bad.
That's not bad at all. So guaranteed at least more likely 3 years there. He's probably gonna play out his contract by then. Guy's 29, he'll be 33. He'll probably be able to get one more decent contract, depending as long as he doesn't get hurt. And he's just stays healthy, then they'll be fine. Well, since I'm already on the Bucks right here, they did bring back Gronk for 1 year, 8 million. Basically, all of it's guaranteed. He got all 8 million signing. Interesting. I heard the Bills were high on him. They were trying to get him, but Gronk was not going to leave his best friend Tom Brady.
Yeah, no,
those two are very interesting. I would not picture them being so close. You just see Gronk. You see Gronk as a party animal type of frat boy. Then you got Tom Brady, who's Tom Brady, and seems boring like a glass of milk.
Like a glass of milk. No, he can't handle his drinks. We all seen that video, Tom. We've all seen that video.
That was the most wild I've ever seen. Tom was when they were celebrating. He threw the trophy.
After 2 Mike's Hard Lemonade. Yeah, I see you, Tom.
Not even Mike Hard Lemonade. It's Truly's.
After 2 Trulies, after the very lemonade Trulies.
He's like, oh man. Okay, so we got those two. Is there any signing? Well, let's go to the Browns.
Okay.
Any of those signings you want to talk about with the Browns?
Yeah, I'll talk about both of them.
I feel like this episode's gonna be all over the place because it's we have to discuss almost 20 to 30 players and their contracts. But all right, go ahead.
Yeah, so my favorite signing of free agency, completely unbiased, is John Johnson, safety. Came from the Rams, signed with the Browns for 3 years, 33.75 million, average of 11. That's awesome. That's a great signing. $11 million on average for one of the better safeties and younger safeties in the league as well. From what I've heard from Rams fans, John Johnson was a very, very big key piece in that number 1 overall Rams defense last year. I love the signing. The Browns needed it. Despite having Grant Delpit back, Ronnie Harrison, and turn things around in Cleveland. It's a very good signing, and I love it. Andrew Berry does not overpay, and I love that. And then they signed.
You guys also took a corner, from the Rams.
It's the Cleveland Rams now. So they also signed a cornerback, Troy Hill. 4 years, 24 million, so 6 million on average. From what I heard from Rams fans, he's solid. So I like this 6 million a year for a defensive back. It's good. I like that Andrew Berry knows where to what positions to target and to add depth to the defensive side of the football.
Actually, it's cheaper.
What?
It's 2 years, 9 mil.
Troy
He's
Hill?
making 4.5. Yeah,
I thought it was
4.5 million.
That was
This is
4
right
years.
here.
Really?
It says on
Where?
and they're pretty reliable on Spot Track.
Is that his value or?
No, that's what it says. It's a 2 year. Because I saw it was 4 years too, and then I looked them up because I was writing down all the stuff, and it said, did it not have his contract all the way? Because it says 2 years right there.
I'm looking at the Spot Track one too. It seems the same thing, but everywhere else it says 4 years, 4 years, 4 years.
Maybe it's something where maybe they don't have the full details yet.
Contract
'Cause usually
details.
they're
Oh, he did.
on
Okay,
point.
so he actually did sign for 2. So I guess they just got the detail. I'm at the Browns wire right now. And Mary Kate Cabot.
So something
It
must
was
have went
reported.
down and
Yeah. So it's just the wrong. So he did sign for 2 years.
2 years, 9
But they're
mil, 4.5.
so but
And
there's
he got half of his contract already like right at signing. So
that's good. Transaction still not first protest. Yeah, okay. So I think that for a slot corner that the Devs like really need, $4.5 million is still a great deal for Andrew Berry financially. It's a bang for your buck kind of deal. And I like this. It's very effective and it's team friendly. I'm loving Andrew Berry. But yeah, I'm very pleased with some of the signings. I'm still questionable. The jury's still out with Takk McKinley. We'll just have to wait to see if he can produce. They also
still
signed up.
young,
Yeah. He's like 25, right?
26.
25, 26.
And then you guys also got a linebacker from
Anthony
the
Walker. Yeah.
Colts.
From what I heard,
He's
he's an
26.
excellent run defender. And he's not that great in coverage, but hopefully he could turn it around in Cleveland. But I like that again. It's good bang for your buck. They re-signed Malcolm Smith and Rashard Higgins, fan favorites. I like the Browns off season this season.
Yeah, because then everyone else, it's pretty young in regards to like who they signed. Looking at other guys because they have a couple of contracts right here, but they don't have the details.
With who?
Elijah Lee. Well, he was already
he's
on the
back.
team, but they don't have. Yeah, they don't have any of the details. Tackle for Dallas, or used to be on Dallas, Greg Senate.
Oh yeah.
27. And Jojo
Natson. Yeah, he tore his ACL last year. He's back.
Yeah, so that's the only one they have for him. It's just a 1 year, but they don't have the money yet. And then for Senate and Lee, they don't have any of the years, but they did say they signed with the team.
Right.
But those are a little lesser known players, so I get it. Okay, so let me go ahead and if you want, you could kind of steer it, talk about another player or two. Well, let's actually go to the Chiefs because the Chiefs are actually close to getting. I want to know the fucking contract, like details for Trent Williams, because he was so close to signing. Yeah, he was so close to signing with the Chiefs. Before he ended up re-signing with the 49ers. And I get how much money he got. You'd be kind of crazy to turn that down, especially at his age, 32. I understand he's,
let's see on the Chiefs wire. Yeah, he's one of the best left tackles. PFF graded him #1 overall.
But that could always change.
I have a love-hate relationship with him. Yeah, it was something close to 6 years, $138 million.
Oh, that's what he ended up getting. Like I said, I have that somewhere on here.
The Chiefs were in on Williams up to the very end and to the early hours of the morning, and they nearly got the deal done. It was something close to a massive 6-year. However, the 49ers came in. The final offer, Kansas City was unable to match.
Maybe it was the guaranteed. and maybe the signing bonus. Okay, so yeah, because the 49ers re-signed him for 6 years, 138 million, 55.1 million guaranteed, and
Oh,
30.1
it's something
million
close
signing
to the.
bonus.
Okay, yeah, it was something close to the massive 6 year. Jeez, Chiefs are
Just
going on.
imagine if they got him, because
Big
I
deal.
still think Kyle Long has something left in the tank. You got Kyle Long, then you have him, and then they signed who's the guard that was on the Patriots?
Joe Tooney.
There you go. So then they would have brought him in. That would have actually been a nice little like revamp. Well, they really don't have Kyle Long's information on here yet.
5 years, 80 million for Joe Tooney. He moves from Foxborough to Kansas City. It's good considering you dropped both your tackles and you're sent. And is that the backup center? It is their starting center. Oh my god.
They're still in talks with them though,
Oh, okay.
but who knows if he's gonna Austin Ryder, right?
Austin Ryder, yeah.
Well, they're gonna need to bring him back. Or are they gonna go like they're kind of going like the Raider route in a way with their O line.
Selling.
Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. Fire sale, basically. What do you grade their like off season so far
Who's
from what the Chiefs are able? Chiefs. They
um
basically got O line help. They
well, the Joe Tooney one
uh,
is that A because they desperately needed it. They gotta address that offensive line position, protect your half $1 billion investment. So
Sammy Watkins is only 28. Are you freaking serious? I thought he was older.
he's
I thought this guy was
27.
like, oh, he's gonna be 28. They upped it because by the
They
time
just
season
rounded up.
starts.
They just rounded
Oh
up
yeah,
to gain
right.
leverage.
Well, right here he's 27 and 278 days. By the time it's the new season,
He's gonna be 28.
he'll be 28.
I see.
His value is 10.6. So they have him marketing. His market value is a 2-year deal, 21 million.
So yeah,
it's like, okay. I don't know if they're gonna be able to bring him back.
So
they should have went after the wideouts.
I'd say B plus. It's hard to navigate when you're in cap hell, you owe money, the IRS is after you, the stimulus didn't hit. So it's kind of
they're like, quick guys, give us all your stimulus so we can bring back the team.
Yeah, put the band back together. So they need to navigate some things. They got to work out restructure contracts. An example, Mahomes, Kelsey, possibly even Hill. That they need to address this O-line really, really bad, either in the draft or free agency. I'm trying to find free agents, offensive tackles, and I can't find it's not a lot. Wow. There's not Chargers have been doing their due diligence and homework and addressing the O-line position, which is good. But yeah, B plus for the Chiefs.
Well, yeah, with them doing that, then they lose out on some pretty good tight ends. Yeah. Well, they got Jared Cook.
It's a downgrade though.
No, that's what I'm saying. So it's like you got Jared Cook, but you could have had. Actually, now looking at it, it's not really that good. It's really just Smith, Henry.
Yeah, because the Patriots signed Hunter Henry for 3 years, 37. Kind of high.
And Jonnu Smith.
Kind of high. Yeah, and Jonnu Smith. It's kind of high for someone who can't stay on the field and someone who's,
I think he's the highest paid. Not highest paid. He gets the most guaranteed out of the tight ends. Jonnu Smith.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's because he has a 4-year, $50 million contract. By the way, I grade that one an A. I think that was a great signing. You got 2 of the better tight ends. If Hunter Henry can stay on the field, perfect. So that means no excuses for Cam Newton if he struggles. If he struggles, he's just not the guy. Move on, Belichick. And even though they signed him to an extension for 1 year, the contract is very cheap. It works out for Belichick and company. So they could easily just be like, oh, get rid of him. Get rid of Cam.
I like how you put on the Bill Belichick linguistic. Yeah, we should get rid of them. Nike.
Yeah, we should went for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Should went for Fitzpatrick, man. Trubisky would have been even better. Fuck, I would have took Andy Dalton.
Is Sam Darnold still on the market?
Yeah. We called him up.
We should call him up.
I
Hey, Adam.
To,
Oh, no, Robert Saleh, my bad.
So yeah, I was just saying Adam Gase.
He's gone, man.
This is Adam Gase. He's like,
Yeah,
puppy down. No, just imagine him answering the phone like, this is Adam Gase. His eyes just popping out of his fucking head. That guy scares me sometimes. I'm like, damn, was he trying to look into your soul?
Yeah, exactly.
So the Johnny Smith was 50 million. He's gonna be. They're both making the same on average, 12.5 million. Obviously, Johnny gets more guaranteed. He's getting guaranteed 31.25 compared to Hunter Henry's 25 million. There's a potential out for Jonnu in 3 years where it's going to be 37.9 million is what he would have made in his 3 years there. Hunter Henry also has one at 26.8 after 2 years because Hunter Henry signed a 3-year 37.5 million. Let's see what the cap hits are though for Hunter Henry or the dead money. If the thing wants to load. Okay, any day now. Any day. There you go. Okay,
there
so let's see. He will be a cap hit of only 10 or 5 million, which isn't bad. And I guarantee he will only 5. That's his dead money.
For how many years?
No, his dead money is he signed a 3-year deal for 37.5. He's guaranteed 25 million. So he gets 25 million at signing.
Right.
And after 2 years, he could potentially be gone. They could cut him, and they're only hit with 5 million in dead cap. Because then after that, he would have basically made his whole contract. Within the first 2 years, he's only getting, if you really look at it, because in 2 years, he's only getting 26.8 million. Let's look at Jonnu real quick. Jonnu, who is younger also still. He's still only 25. His dead cap is 3.75 million, which is not bad, and he'll be 29. That's in 2024 if they decide to cut him. So this year he's going to be making 16 and 26 after next. Okay. All right, so not that bad. And then they space out the signing bonus, huh?
Yeah, they
like over the years.
Yeah, they restructure in a way.
Because he gets 3.75.
Is that his entire signing bonus? Is this per year?
Per year.
Okay.
Looks like. Because more like, well, guaranteed at signing, he gets 31.25 million. So yeah, he gets more. Okay, so and then we also have Kyle Rudolph, who's going to the Giants. The G-Man. He's gonna be Daniel Jones. Is he better than Ingram over there?
Yes.
Yes, because I'm like Ingram. He's a waste. I can't believe I wasted a pick one time on him in fantasy. 2 years, 12 million. He's making 6 a year. He has basically, they could get rid of him after 1 year where he'll only make 7 million. Let's see his dead cap. His dead cap's gonna be probably like a few million, if anything. Oh, 2.25 million.
Okay.
So that's not bad. So if you have a bad year, just cut him now. Cut him now. Here, we'll give you the money now so we can get rid of you.
Get out of here.
And then after those 3, we already talked about Gronk. Jared Cook is probably the biggest one. After that, he goes to the Chargers. 1 year, 6 million. He gets 4.5 million at signing. Okay. Downgrade. They're going to need to probably address the tight end position, I feel like, in the draft. They need to.
I agree.
Justin Herbert had one of the top tight ends when he's healthy. Is there even any guys that are on the map right now for tight ends?
Besides Kyle Pitts? Oh,
yeah,
you mean
Kyle Pitts?
No.
Well, where's their pick at right now? Can't even think. Top 10?
Let me see if I can find it.
No.
Forgot.
They are number 13th.
13th. Yeah, middle of the pack.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to get Kyle Pitts unless you trade up. But even trading up for him, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see who they have him going with. Well, let's look at the big board. See if they have any other tight ends that potentially.
All I know is
'Cause I don't-
Kyle Pitts. I haven't heard of any other tight end.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts. It's like Kyle Pitts, Kyle Pitts, Kyle Pitts, Kyle Pitts.
And there's a gap followed by the entire DC
have a-
Universe collection, and then next
They have a
fall.
clock for the draft. 41 days, 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 26.
Let's go.
It's like, all right, guys, this episode is gonna be 41 days long.
Are we gonna do a live episode, a live draft episode?
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
We'll do
I
like the
those.
first. Oh,
Like-
you want to do like, well, like video, like for YouTube or like this?
Like
I
what?
think it'd be better if we did like, no, like like through Zoom. I think those are better when we actually like are in the same place.
Yes. Well,
All
what
right,
do you
Mom,
mean though?
get out. Mom, we need the house. We need the house for 5 hours. Don't come back. Here's
Yeah,
some money.
it could just be like a camera of us just on the couch watching and crying.
No, you gotta make it look professional. We gotta wear suits and have a green screen just in case. So like it looks like we're at the draft
Suits.
too.
Oh god. Like then I pick up the call, and then you come over here, you like pat me on the back. I start crying on the table, and then I pick up like the Browns cat. All that good stuff.
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
That's- yeah, it doesn't look like there's many good options. Their best option is to try to trade up.
good luck
Shit.
with that.
You're not gonna be able to. There's a lot of teams that could use them.
It's gonna be hard to trade up this year.
Yeah, it is. And if you are gonna trade up, you're gonna have to pay a pretty penny to get who you want. Maybe they go after Zach Ertz
Hmm.
in Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Is he
possibly.
worth a second or third round pick?
No.
Well, that's what they want. Something
Well,
like that. Oh no, I think it's a third or fourth. That's what the Eagles want. What
Oh,
about
okay.
a third or fourth round pick?
Probably a fourth.
How old is he anyways? Do you know?
Good question.
'Cause I feel like he's really old, but I don't think he
he
is.
is 30.
Just seems like he's been around.
It's kind of there.
That's okay. When did they start falling off as tight ends? Like 34, 35? Well, no, 35. I feel like that's too old.
I feel like tight ends get one of the bigger wear
'Cause you gotta
most wear and
block.
tear. Yeah, most wear and tear. You're
Get
blocking.
hit a lot because you're like the safety blanket. So usually you catch it, get hit right away.
Yeah, and they get hurt very easily. I don't know what's the big deal with tight ends getting hurt pretty easily, but I don't know. In football, that year 30 is just that turning corner. And
That's when you know you're old. I'm just kidding.
but in
you're old, man.
baseball, they're willing to give you a 6-year contract because you're in the prime of your life.
Well, yeah, because you're not getting hit.
And then basketball, when you're 30, you're turning that corner too, because those knees are just been taking a blasting for a while now. So, but yeah, I don't know. Zach Ertz is he even on the table?
Yeah, he I think he requested a trade or something. So they're trying to do their due diligence for him and try to trade him to a team that he wants to go to.
Okay. Why
That
not
would
just drop him?
make sense. You know, he could leave the crappy Philly weather, come to LA, play with the young and exciting quarterback in Justin Herbert. And that's really it. That's what you got.
Mhm.
Well, and then you have a decent run. You have a pretty good run game too. So, and then plus they addressed their O line, like you were saying,
Mhm.
and their defense is
Pretty good.
a sneaky, pretty good defense. Probably
Mhm.
like outside the top 10, depending if everyone's healthy. If everyone's healthy, it's probably a
Derwin
top 10
James,
defense.
man, he missed the last 2 seasons. Really sucks
Yeah,
because
they
he was
need
a
to
big part.
actually get better. He needs to get better. Hopefully. Okay, so we discuss the Patriots. We could stick with the Patriots. They also signed Nelson Aguilar, who had a great year with the Raiders.
Really good breakout year.
2 years, 21 million. Good for him, especially with Philadelphia wanting him like. Well, they drove him out of town basically. Drove him out of town, and then you knew the Raiders wanted him, but with him already coming out being like he was pissed at some of the games because some of these guys aren't winners. They don't give a shit. It just seemed like the relationship there is already broken. Because why the fuck would you want to play for a team that no one really cares to try to win? And obviously he wants to win. He was on a Super Bowl team, right? He was on the team still with the Eagles.
Yeah.
So he understands winning, the winning culture, all that kind of stuff. So it's like I get why.
He tried to turn that around in Las Vegas too, and it's so bad because like when reports are coming out, him trying to hype his teams up and saying that they suck, they just turned the other cheek, or they didn't really care for too much of what he was saying, and I get, and it's. I get that. I've been that kind of guy before that's been saying that we need to play better. And then for them to just not care for what a leader's saying, it only drives people out. But then again, they made memes about him in Philadelphia saying he couldn't catch a cold and all this stuff. And kind of drove him out too. But it's interesting. I think he's a determined player. And yeah. I think he'll fit right in.
He'll fit right in with Belichick and his offense. All right, so we're gonna give you the ball, and Cam, look for him all the time. Look for
just
him.
throw it to him, and
just throw it. He's a freak.
And score in the end zone. He's a freak.
Yeah.
Dude, you have a great Belichick.
I'm gonna just show up to work one. I'm gonna show up to work one of these days with the sweater and everything, the cutoff. I'm gonna comb my hair like him, or I'm gonna get a haircut
with one of these with one of the Bose headsets, the sweater, the hoodies.
What the fuck? There you go. That's my Halloween costume right there. Hey guys, I'm ready for my shift.
All right, so which palette are we gonna break first?
How many pallets? All right. Are we leaving?
Guys, I'm gonna go to lunch, right?
All right, man. What are you having? Subway. No, sponsored by them. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. Just show me the fucking Subway bag.
Wow, you want some?
Get your own. All right.
I'll give you 2 years, $600,000 for it.
But anyways, sub, because I don't got that money.
But yeah. Anything else?
Okay, let's stick with. Let's see. Is there anything else for the Patriots? Was there any other? Did they take someone from the Ravens?
Signing the entire league?
Didn't they sign someone from the Ravens? Because Junior was talking about him.
Yeah,
the linebacker.
Not
Judon, right?
No, Matthew Judon signed with the Kings, the Titans.
No, that was Bud Dupree.
Oh, you're
Bud
right.
Dupree signed it.
No, but he signed some. He signed. Ngakoue signed with the Raiders.
Well, I was gonna jump to the Raiders, but since we're already talking about the Patriots, next year for the freaking.
Wait, are you talking about Judon? You're right. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Okay, all these like Ravens edge rushers and Steelers are just throwing me off. You're right. Matt Judon did sign with the Patriots, 4 years, $56 million.
Well, you're happy. You don't have to deal with them.
Yeah, he's really good. I like Matt Judon. I like how the Ravens are parting ways with a lot of edge rushers. Ngakoue too. But yeah, anyways, Matt Judon is a good pickup. They've never really had any Pro Bowl edge, which just says a lot about how Bill Belichick coaches. So he's building up that defense again.
It's funny how last year with the whole thing with Tom Brady, it was like, oh, they don't have any money. Now it's like just Belichick was like, no, I just wanted you out of town. My team.
It's my team.
Get the fuck out of here. Go enjoy retirement. Go play in Florida. But no, next year we're gonna do this differently. Next year we're gonna go by every fucking team instead of just jumping from fucking player to player and shit like that. You learn from your mistakes. Because I'm just like, where the hell are we now? Because I'm like, I have like 20 fucking flashcards of signings and everything. Okay, so Should we just go to the Raiders? Let's go to the Raiders. The Raiders made a couple of signings. They signed Nick Martin. Let me
They
see
signed Nick Martin,
Yeah, they signed Nick Martin.
Kenyon
I don't
Drake.
know.
They signed Kenyon Drake, Nick Martin, and what's his face? Yannick Ngakoue.
Ngakoue, and
Ngakoue,
then
2 years,
also
$26 million. Kenyon Drake for 2 years, $14 million.
11. He could make up to 14 with incentives.
Okay.
Yeah, so Kenyon Drake has 2-year, 11 mil, and then you also have Solomon Thomas. You know, he was the third overall pick in the 2017 draft, if I'm not mistaken. He signed a 1-year, $5 million contract. He showed glimpses of actually becoming a top defensive end, but injury bug hit him over there in San Francisco. And I just think he didn't really have a spot anymore after Bosa and, some of the other players. I think that's a pretty decent pickup. You really have a low risk, high reward.
Yeah, change of scenery. I did like Solomon Thomas in the tail end of last season. Got a lot more pressures, even with his star-studded cast around him out. Maybe he'll turn it around, but he hasn't been playing to the third overall pick kind of thing.
No, I know. Well, without a doubt. But like how you said, I think this is a perfect situation for him to have a change of scenery. And if he does good and the Raiders still suck, he's going to leave. As simple as that. He's just going to leave. He's just getting his value up a little bit more. And then he'll dip and probably go somewhere like
the Bahamas.
Probably need him. He's going to go to Tampa. Everyone's going to Tampa. Conspiracy. Let me see who else they have on here. Oh, they also signed John Brown, 1 year, $3.75 million. We both talked about how that would have been a good one for, the Browns to potentially go after. He is 31, but you're signing him to be the third option, really. You don't need him to be your number 1 or your 2. He's making at signing, he's basically making his whole contract at signing.
How much?
3.24 mil.
Okay.
He's making, because that goes accounted to what he's going to be making, right? Or no, that's just extra money.
What, the signing bonus?
Yeah, or guaranteed at signing.
Well, signing bonus is guaranteed at signing.
Extra money.
Okay, on top of the base salary.
Okay, so he's going to be making around like 7 mil. Close to 7 mil then.
Good value.
That is good value. And then let's see, anyone else really worth talking about? Yannick Ngakoue that we talked about. That's another good guy who could build up his value.
Look 26 at John also. Gruden spending money on pass rush.
That's gonna help because Clelin Ferrell's actually becoming like a bust. I understand why you get him with this whole character and you want to root for the guy. Max Crosby can't do it himself, and it seems like last year with the report, Max Crosby had like 4 different type of injuries while he was playing through. So I'm like, God damn, that guy's a tough son of a bitch.
Tough son.
He needs some help. So I think you pair him up with Thomas, Ngakoue, then Crosby. You got a nice little nucleus to work with on the defensive side. Hopefully they all pan out. Hopefully the Raiders could sign Thomas and Ngakoue long term after. But you never know. Football's so weird. You have a guy that does good for 2 years. You sign him to a 5-year extension or something. He only plays 1 year of that contract, and he stinks. They cut him, and they take their losses. The funny thing though is, how are you guys gonna give Marcus Mariota around 17 million last year, and then expect the guy to take a $8 million pay cut? Hey, I know you're making 10 million or like 11 million, but you need to only be making 3. And if you don't like it, you can get the fuck out of town. First of all, if I'm his agent, I'm like, you guys are the idiots that signed my client to that much. Why the fuck does he have to fucking take a huge pay cut?
Take a pay cut or take a hike?
No, because that pay cut's huge for him.
It is, but they shouldn't have signed him to that contract anyway, as you were saying.
They shouldn't have.
That's huge for a backup quarterback. It just shows how much they have.
Mariota has leverage. I get you want to because he's young and everything, because they're probably banking I feel like their mindset was banking on Derek Carr probably getting hurt. Mariota playing, maybe Mariota being the quarterback of the future, then rolling the dice on him. Or Derek Carr gets hurt, but he still has a great year. Mariota has like a good span of 5 games, kind of like a Fitzpatrick type of situation, and then they flip him.
Right.
But none of that really happened. Carr still played good though. But
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. Derek Carr probably does need to get out of there.
Yeah. He needs to go elsewhere.
They're gonna be tanking for Arch Manning. I would cry so much if they got Arch Manning
for 5 years.
Hey, that
or is it
stop
4?
him. 5. He's only a
He's
sophomore
junior?
still in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a few years away.
Unless
Let's
he redshirts.
see. Anyone else? Kenyon Drake. That one's an interesting one. Do you like that one?
For who? For Raiders or for Kenyon or for the Cardinals?
You can give me all of them.
Cool.
And you
Yeah.
can even give me
For Cardinals,
Jacobs too.
Chase Edmonds stock to the moon. Raiders, it's weird. I don't think Kenyon Drake's a good running back. It's weirder for Josh Jacobs because he's the bell cow, so his stonks go down. Raiders, it's just weird because they have Josh Jacobs. So it's just very questionable moves. They make some good
I can
moves.
just see the memes. The memes of John Gruden. Yeah, we're gonna improve this team. How are we gonna do it? He's signing a running back.
We're gonna sign running back.
He's 27.
You do you, John Gruden, but I'm not like I said, like I said before, I'm not a big fan of signing running backs more or less.
Is he a good pass catcher as a running back?
I'm not sure actually. It's a good question.
Because if he is, then he basically takes Jalen Richard's position. But then they also signed Theo Reddick too, and I think they still have Richard.
And
so
Josh Jacobs is already a good pass catcher as a running back, so it just raises questions.
And has he been hurt? Josh Jacobs, I don't think so, right?
He had some games off, but in the tail end of the season, he took 2 or 3 games off. Just for precautionary seasons.
I feel like that's mainly to protect him for the future, basically. If you're not in contention, why risk him getting hurt?
Yeah.
Let's see. Because that makes so he played 28 games. Okay, so he played 15 last year.
Josh
so he just sat out 1 game. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so he sat out 1 game, and then he sat out 3 games his rookie year.
Okay, yeah, that's where I'm getting mixed up. So yeah, 1 game. And that was the one where he bamboozled all the fantasy football players.
Yes, there you go. Because didn't he say he was gonna suit up?
Yeah,
and then he didn't end up playing.
He didn't. Yeah, and then you see him, and then they couldn't find him anywhere on the field. So, I had him benched that week.
Yeah, because receiving wise, he's pretty good. This percentage, rookie year was 74. Last year was 73. Still pretty high up though for his catching percentage. Like when Carr throws to him.
Oh, okay.
So he catches a
7 out of 10 balls.
Yeah, which isn't bad for a running back because a lot of running backs. You would think that would be part of their skill set to catch a damn ball, but some of them are fucking horrible and they can't catch
they have
shit.
Hands of stone, and it's pretty crazy.
And you see him catch like that, like what the fuck are you, a defensive lineman? Catching shit like that.
I know, right? Like with their paws up.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch? Let's see. So his yards per attempt went down, but his offensive line was horrible this year. Let's see Kenyon Drake. See how he is. Because this one doesn't make any sense because Jacobs is what, 20 fucking 3. He's 23. You serious?
Yeah, they drafted
He just turned 23.
Yeah, they drafted him 2 seasons ago.
So it's like you got a 23-year-old, and Kenyon Drake is still young too at 27.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they flip him. Is that like the game plan? They're gonna end up flipping him?
Well, it depends how he plays, and
Because it's
I
not
don't
like
know.
he
It's
had.
hard to flip a running back.
Because last year, if you're looking at it, his yards per attempt was only 4. It was only 0.1 better than Josh Jacobs. And Josh Jacobs had a shitty O line. Did Arizona have a shitty O line? Do you know?
I
Pull up the
think it was
PFF.
fine.
We still have subscription, right? To PFF.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, okay. I'll like pull that bad boy up, but yeah, because I'm thinking about it. I'm pretty sure Arizona had a pretty good O line.
I think so too. I think it was
So
fine.
you're gonna pay someone that much for this is the Mariota situation all over again. But I think Mariota would have been better if they didn't give him so much money. If you gave Mariota this much money to be a backup, I think that I would have been fine with that. For a quarterback?
Yes.
How are you gonna oh my gosh. Okay, so his catch percentage is 80.6. How many times was he thrown at though is the thing. He has thrown the ball 31 times. Caught 25 of those thrown balls at him. So 80%.
Okay.
His career is a 73.5. So it's kind of respectable, right? On the receiving end as a running back.
Yeah. I think so. I feel like 70 is a good percentage. I mean, I would say check Christian McCaffrey's stats because he's the epitome of pass catching halfbacks. You know what I mean?
Because yeah, so I'm looking at it because his rookie year I don't count that because he only got thrown to 10 times, which was 90%. He caught 9 of them. And his
That was
sophomore
small sample
year,
size.
yeah, the sophomore year he was thrown at 48 times, catching only 32, which was a 66.7%. His third year in the league, he had 73 passes thrown out. So it's been increasing, and he caught 72.6%. And then the year where he kind of split it with Arizona and Miami, so 2 years ago, he had a catch percentage of 73.5. He was thrown to 68 times, catching 50 of them for
Okay.
345 yards. So he's not that bad. Basically, he takes Jalen Richard's position, but at the same time, you're really going to pay him that much. And then you bring in Theo Reddick too. Like, I know Theo Reddick hasn't really ever panned out, but I think he's still at least a serviceable backup for some teams. So it didn't really make sense to have to spend money on him. But, John Gruden does whatever he wants to do. John Gruden, you keep doing you.
Yeah.
Say.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody in the AFC West agrees with that too. I just feel like they're spending money in the wrong areas. Backup
Well, at least they're
quarterback.
addressing the defensive end.
For the first time ever, this is a pattern of what Gruden did, even in Tampa, where he shoot away a lot of the key defensive players in the Super Bowl run. And he just dismisses paying the guys and brings in veterans who are willing to take a pay cut, and it's kind of weird, but I guess someone got through to Gruden or someone made the move to sign Ngakoue. I thought that was a good signing. It goes somewhere. Still got some ways to go. I'd say I'd grade them about a B. Yeah, about a B.
Yeah, it's not that bad at all. And who knows, maybe they're not done yet. Maybe they go for just really looking at who's left. There's really Clowney, Houston, and Kerrigan. Then there's Trent Murphy. Oh, Everson Griffin is there, but he's 34. Just kind of looking at more of the younger players who they could potentially go after for, but yeah, it doesn't really look like it because they really missed out on a lot of the younger guys. They did get Thomas, which is a plus. Carl Lawson signed, which we'll go into right now, and then Trey Hendrickson. That was a very weird signing who we went with.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why. I get why, like, you have Joe Burrow there. But it's like, why would you want to go there? Why would you want to go to Cincinnati? Like, you just
Money.
really look at some of these, like, yeah, but don't you think he probably could have got the same money going to New York? But then
Um,
again, that's not even a good situation either. At least in Cincinnati, you had Joe Burrow.
Either that or the Trey Hendrickson market wasn't as anticipated as we thought, just because he had a breakout year. Yeah,
But
it's
wouldn't you think
very weird.
like Oakland would have pursued him at least?
I'm sure they
I
did.
see it seems like an Oakland type of move because he got a 4-year, $60 million contract with Cincinnati.
It's a lot.
He's making 15 million a year. He got 16 guaranteed at signing, and he could potentially the team could get rid of him basically after 1 year. Let's see what his dead cap is after the 1 year. A lot of these are pretty interesting with the whole dead cap. So he is 7.5 million in dead cap after this year.
Okay.
So it's not that bad. And after that goes to 5 and then 2.5. But by then, more likely, he's probably going to play out his career or the contract there. I don't see why not, especially since he's getting a good amount of money. What do you grade that one?
I would say honestly a C plus.
A C plus?
Not the biggest fan. It's pretty weird. That's a lot of money for someone that just kind of broke out last season.
Okay, so would you have rather paid him or would you have rather paid like Leonard Williams?
Okay, Leonard Williams is something now. The contract is I'd rather pay Trey Hendrickson that money than Leonard Williams that kind of money.
So you're more on you would rather go with Hendrickson than Leonard Williams. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, considering he's an edge rusher, Williams plays, the nose tackle, right end kind of thing. 3 years, 63 million. I'm saying, if I was given Leonard Williams with his current contract on a blank slate team, and then Trey Hendrickson with his contract on a blank slate team, I mean, I would have got Hendrickson. Williams could come off the edge too, but I'm not willing to pay him that much money. Personally, I would have just retired from football and GMing. So, but I guess I would
He's
go with
getting
Hendrickson.
45 guaranteed.
I know.
45 million guaranteed. That's a lot of money.
A lot of money.
And I didn't even know he was even doing good because everyone talked about how he was a bust with the Jets.
He was for 2 years, and then just revved it on and just found his calling in the Giants organization.
Yeah, but did he even have a good year? Did he?
Like, I thought he had a good year. I thought he was fine. He's
good enough year.
Weird.
Good enough to get 45 million guaranteed.
No. For 3 years, 45 million. That's pretty wild. That's up there. A lot of players are either getting overpaid. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Are getting overpaid or underpaid
because of
yes,
everything with COVID.
Salary cap going down. So yeah, it's kind of weird.
Well, salary cap going down and then COVID hurting teams too. So yeah, because they didn't have no fans. I was like, right? They didn't have fans.
They didn't have fans either way. I'm just kidding.
And then okay, so let's go to linebackers. Gotcha. You mentioned this guy, Bud Dupree, signs a 5-year, $82.5 million contract with the Titans. Your thoughts on that? I know you wanted him on the Browns, but you're being realistic. You didn't think they would be able to afford him.
They could afford him, but I wouldn't overpay. Never overpay. 5 years, 82 is if my math is correct. That is north of $18 million.
Yeah, let me see. 16.5.
Okay. Oh, 16.5. Okay. So it's probably like incentives. Sounds about right. Bud Dupree is one of the better edge outside linebackers in the league. Not in the league, but on the market. Titans needed that pass rush, and I feel like they'll address it again in free agency. Well, it's like Azeez Ojulari or Joseph Osai.
I think
So
if I'm Tennessee though, I'm trying to address the offense now because you lost Johnny Smith and Corey
and Corey
Davis.
Davis, you're right actually. Or AJ Brown stonks just go to the moon, which they already are. They could go wide receiver. I wonder which
The
wide
draft
receiver
is deep enough.
fall. Yeah, they could probably get Rashad Bateman would be a good one, or Kadarius Toney. I think Toney could fall there. But yeah, I'm saying if another edge rusher falls, it'd be a pretty tough decision to go either edge or wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good class for both positions. Is it a good signing? Yeah, it is. Bud is only 28. But this really helps their defense,
Ooh,
and they also kept Jayon Brown. They also re-signed Jayon Brown.
especially to what they have to deal with like, because you have to really look at all this dead cap stuff because teams really look at it
Dude, you're
and are
Mr.
like,
Dead Cap this week. You're
well,
like,
yeah,
what
you have
about
to
his
look
dead
at it.
cap?
Well, it's 9.6 million
Okay.
after the first 2 years because his dead cap, if they cut him for whatever reason this year, is 33.7.
Yikes! So they're gonna have to
75 million.
deal with him for at least 2 years if they
Well,
really.
that's it. That's what he got guaranteed at signing.
Oh, so he's gonna
Is what
get
he,
it. I'm
yeah,
just.
he's just gonna get that. Um,
It's
Total
just
guaranteed
that the
in
Titans
money
gonna
is
have that bill just at the table, right?
basically, and the total guaranteed he has for his contract is 35 million, and then it goes to 28.8, and then after that it goes 9.6, 6.4. So it's a big drop in regards to dead cap. So if he has bad year or bad 2 years, he's gonna get cut. But I don't think that's gonna happen. But then again, we didn't think a lot of players were gonna get cut this year, and it was
And it was a
massacre week.
massacre week.
So you kind of like I think teams are now really actually paying attention, but it's funny. It's like, shouldn't you have been paying attention to dead cap to begin with? Shouldn't you have paid attention to that, like before you start signing these guys to ridiculous contracts?
Maybe they did and
Look at
just underestimated or overestimated what was actually going on. Mind you,
probably
some of these moves were, before that salary cap announcement that it was going down, I think. So yeah, so a lot of people are just gonna, this is why the franchise tag comes into play. It's just a little bit safer. They just take the top
just have to
5.
watch out though,
Yeah, yeah.
because well, look, Dak
You
was
could,
gonna get 56 million if he got franchise tagged again. So yeah, you
yeah,
can franchise tag a guy one time, but then you keep doing it, his value goes up.
yeah. People, quarterbacks are getting paid, so yeah. Yeah, it's a weird off season. A lot of surprise moves. But yeah. What other thing did you want to talk about?
Trying to see real quick. We'll go ahead and go into why did I really write Carlos Hyde 2 years, 6 million signed with the Jags? I don't know why I wrote that one.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that like 3 years ago?
no, he was like one of the first signings.
Oh, really? Forgot that it was
We'll
something.
we'll go straight into wideouts and we'll just do that like a general. We'll look at the wideouts that signed and just go from there, kind of talk about it because I have a few of them because we also have Marvin Jones, who's very consistent. He signed with I like what the Jaguars did. Like, not gonna lie, so far, it's not like they're like, oh, let me just go all in for the top guys. No, they kind of balanced their money, spacing out, giving
They had a lot of money.
they had a lot of money, so they're giving Trevor Lawrence basically a ton of weapons. They already had a pretty good wide receiver core to begin with. So then you go ahead and bring in Marvin Jones, and I think Philip Dorsett will be okay too to bring in. They brought in Jamal Agnew.
Really?
They brought him in. Yeah, 3 years, 14.25 million. So you bring in Marvin Jones, who's a tier 12.5 million, could get up to 14.5 with incentives. Oh, Juju just signed?
Yeah, back to the
Like a
Steelers.
kind of like betting on himself type of thing. A 1 year, 8 million.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Let's see if that even works out. I guarantee a lot of people are gonna overdraft him in fantasy because they're gonna be like, he's
I
trying to
hope
prove
so.
himself.
I hope so.
I'll pick him up, but I'm not gonna overdraft. I'm not gonna pick him up like super early.
First round pick.
First round pick.
I dare
Bet.
you. I dare you.
Nah, I'm good.
You after saying bet, coward.
You can tell Junior. Junior will do it. You don't even have to bet Junior. I'll just do it anyways.
How is it?
Let's see. Okay, so let's just talk about the wide receiver that basically signed. So we got the Marvin Jones, Agnew, and then we also got Philip Dorsett. They haven't gave the numbers yet for Philip Dorsett. Let's see who else signed. Higgins went back to Cleveland.
Love you, Higgs.
John Ross, that was an interesting one. 1-year deal with the Giants for $2.25 million. That one I would have liked to see in Cleveland. Don't know why, he just seems like a Cleveland guy. Emmanuel Sanders going to Buffalo, 1 year, $6 million. I think he can make. I forgot what they said in incentives. It was okay, 500K and incentives. So you give Josh Allen another weapon. I think that's a great signing. Pretty good for value. It would have been nice if they would have got AJ Green, but AJ Green can never stay healthy. He goes to Arizona. He's probably going to team up. And so now you have, for Kyler Murray, you got AJ Green, Fitzgerald, Christian Kirk, DeAndre Hopkins. Who else? Who's that one speedster? The white boy.
And Andy Isabella.
You have him. What's their tight end look like? Their situation.
For real, good question, huh?
I'm like really thinking about it. I'm like, I don't think they have
You don't have a solid one.
A solid tight end. Because now you have Edmonds, who takes over the reins as the running back.
Yeah, Max Williams and Ian Bunting.
Okay, so
they
maybe
probably
they
have the
should have won.
worst. Maybe they should look at Kyle Pitts. Oh, if they get Kyle Pitts, that'll be a very good offense.
Oh, if they do, putting money on what's his name winning MVP.
Murray.
Yeah. Just imagine. And that's if AJ Green could somehow stay healthy, but maybe Fitzgerald could show him, like, give him his little secret, because Fitzgerald seems to be around the league forever. Everyone's joking around, being like, "Oh, he's gonna play till he's like 90." Old Fitzgerald.
Gonna
with
give
the
him that
walker.
secret stuff.
The fountain of youth. So you got those signings. Then you have, this one was a pretty interesting one, and I kind of like it. And with the whole reports too with Fitzpatrick, some people said like this is kind of a reason why some guys go to him. So Curtis Samuel signs a 3-year, $34.5 million contract with the Washington football team. He'll be making 11.5. That's a really good deal.
I like that.
He's, I think, the youngest wideout too. Well, yeah, he's with Juju. Let's see I don't know who's younger, but they're both 25.
McLaurin Stonks.
That's so crazy though that there's like actual reports though that some of these agents that represent some of the top wideouts and other wide receivers are talking about their guys like to go play with Fitzpatrick because he gets them the ball. And Fitzpatrick does. Fitzpatrick never usually has a true number one.
Yeah, he just spreads.
Slings it. So let's see. There's no signing bonus. So they haven't really announced anything yet. While I'm looking at this, is there any like upset happening right now besides Oral Roberts upsetting Ohio State? No, everyone's getting clapped.
Everyone
that needs to
that should be getting clapped is getting clapped. I'm on Twitter. I've been going up, and I've seen no anomalies in my Twitter feed that it should be. I think everything's perfectly balanced as it should be.
It's like the whole Thanos thing.
Yeah.
Balance. Except Oral Roberts beating Ohio State, that threw off balance.
No, it's balanced.
It's balanced now.
Perfectly.
That's the Cosmos. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. So then we discussed Juju going back for 1 year, $8 million. Will Fuller got a 1 year, $10.6 million contract with Miami. They're giving Tua some weapons. Would you have been fine with the Browns paying him that much?
How much again
10.6?
for John Brown?
No, Will Fuller.
Oh hell yeah. 100%.
Damn, this guy's super
That's
young.
a steal.
I wonder if he's gonna. He's probably gonna end up dipping, huh? From Miami, Fuller,
Fuller's gonna dip like his
because he signed a 1-year
stonks.
deal. I'm just saying, like, I feel like he's gonna end up dipping. He's gonna see how Tua plays and be like, ah, fuck, why did I sign
Oh,
up for?
dipping like leaving. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, it's 1 year. Maybe it could help
he's the
Tua
true number
out.
one, right?
Will
Or is it
Fuller.
Parker?
I think Parker's the X. Will Fuller will be the Y.
But can Will Fuller thrive as being the number one, the
Oh
main
hell
guy?
yeah, yeah. He was the
If he
number
can stay
one.
healthy, if he
Yeah,
can stay freaking healthy.
stay healthy, stay out of trouble. My God, please. Yeah, 100%. If Parker goes down, stonks, dude. Will Fuller is gonna. Well, I mean, that's Tua. It's not Deshaun Watson, right? So it just
Ooh, if
never
it's
mind.
Deshaun
Actually,
Watson,
never mind. Actually, I forgot. It's not Deshaun Watson.
yeah, if it's someone, oh, man, this would have been perfect if they still have Fitzpatrick. Yeah, Fitzpatrick. Yeah, I would love this.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but this is the Dolphins did address this. This is a low key one of the better signings in this offseason. They needed a weapon. They needed a offensive line help, which they probably will address in the draft. Don't they have the 3rd overall pick?
Yes, sir. Everyone's having them take a wideout.
Another one?
So if they do,
They
if they take a wideout
it's gonna be Devontae just because of that to or Waddle.
connection.
That connection. Even though it should be Chase or Waddle, they'll probably go Devontae for some reason. Recency bias. But they should address something else.
The wide receiver room is going to be pretty good if they end up taking one of those guys. If they got Chase, ooh.
Chase would be dynamic. So,
but then again, he has two. But then again, he has Tua throwing to him. So how dynamic could he be? He has to have the ball in his hands. He has to get the ball first before he can be dynamic.
It's true.
And then let's go to the Titans losing one of their wideouts to losing Corey Davis to the Jets, 3 years, 37.5 million. What do you think about that one?
Jets are sneaky. They got this room, and it's just seems like it's just waiting for Zach Wilson to be traded to the Jets kind of deal. 3 years, 37.5 million.
Zach Wilson, or you mean Watson?
Wilson.
Well, he could still get drafted by them. They have the 2nd pick because you said traded.
Did I?
Yeah, you said traded. You're like, oh, it looks like they're gonna this is just setting up for them to trade trade for Zach Wilson.
Oh God. Okay. Sorry for that to draft Zach Wilson. I'm not the biggest fan of Corey Davis. He did have a good year last year. I don't know. He's just a late bloomer. Maybe he'll turn around with the Jets. Either way,
would this move help Darnold
if he's still there?
Yes,
I guess so. Adding wide receivers are good. I think Corey Davis is fine. Tannehill's a better quarterback. Who else is on the Jets side that had Robbie? No, it's not Robbie Anderson.
No, he's not there no more.
He's on the Panthers.
Carolina.
Yeah. Denzel Mims for real? Yeah. So he doesn't really have weapons to begin with. So that's that. Yeah, it helps him.
What they addressed was they added Keelan Cole from Jacksonville, 1 year, 5.5.
They also had a Carl Lawson.
Yeah, Carl Lawson, defensive end, defense side of the ball. Henry Anderson went to New England. Justin Hardy from New Orleans. They also got LaMarcus Joyner after the Raiders cut him. They brought him. They got Dan Feeney. Let's see who else. Pat Eflin? Pat Eflin?
Pat Eflin.
Oh no, he went to Carolina. Damn it. Why do you guys have it? Why don't you just take them off if they're not on the team anymore, you stoops? Yeah, he went to Carolina. Okay. So they kind of are addressing defense. You could kind of tell Saleh's like putting his mark on the team. The only thing is their O-line isn't that good, huh? Because you got really like
No, I don't think so.
I know we bash on Darnold a lot, but like when you really look at it, yeah, he's shown glimpses of being like, you know, something like a franchise quarterback. But then again, look at who he had to throw to. Look at his O-line. Look at basically everything that he has on that team. The hand he's been dealt.
Yeah, we're just putting up in a position to fail pretty much.
So I'm like, maybe
help him out.
Maybe we are. Yeah, then Adam Gase, yeah, totally fucked his career.
Probably did.
That set him back a few years. So we probably shouldn't be all out on, you know, Sam Darnold being like, you know.
I'm not. I feel like the jury's still out. Except,
he's still very young too.
Except for that one anonymous offensive coach that said that he stinks.
Or that he sees ghosts. I've seen ghosts out there.
Yeah.
One move I would love for them to do, and they probably have the money too, is to get Golladay.
That would be good.
But it looks like Golladay wants to go to New York.
Yeah, he wants to go to New York.
But it looks like he's potentially going to go to the Giants.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck with either team, dude, because you are going to have either Daniel Jones throwing or a rookie. Yeah, or a rookie throwing to you. And the rookie's not even a guarantee because we don't know what he's going to do in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Or you got Sam Darnold. But then again, if they don't have any help on the O-line, is Sam Darnold going to even give him the ball? Hell no. Man, Kenny Golladay, you're just going into a crap fest wherever you're going.
Chasing money at this point.
Just take the 1-year deal, play with a good team, and get your ring, and then go ahead and chase the money. So what'd you think about like those signings though? Give me a grade on the Corey Davis or any of those like wideout signings. I said a good amount. There's the Marvin Jones one.
Dolphins was an A. The Will Fuller one was an A. Corey Davis was a C plus. And Curtis Samuel was good. I like that a lot. It's an A.
That was an A.
That's an A. He's 24.
And we already talked about. Let's see. I think the Emmanuel Sanders one was like a B.
It's a B plus.
AJ Green.
He's underrated. AJ Green's like a C plus. It's just a.
If he could stay healthy, B minus. Marvin Jones, he's gonna be a very reliable option for Trevor Lawrence. So I could see that being like a B plus. Mm-hmm. And they didn't pay him that much either. 2 years, 12.5. I understand he's 31, but then they also did address, you know, going with the younger option. They got Agnew. I don't really know much about him. I just know he played in Detroit.
Yeah, so he's pretty good.
Here.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Oh, he is?
Uh-huh.
Was he kind of like overshadowed by Golladay? For sure, huh?
Oh, wait, no. I'm thinking about this defensive lineman. I'm sorry. Yeah. Kenny Golladay, that kind of thing. I think he was all right.
Let me see. Let me bring him up.
But Nelson Aguilar, I would say
that was a pretty good one.
A minus, B plus.
So hopefully Cam could actually give him the damn ball.
And I think am I missing any other? Oh, Higgins, awesome. A minus.
Oh, okay, that's never mind then.
For only $2 million, I love it. Kendrick Bourne, 3 years, 22 million. That's kind of weird. So I give it a C plus.
He was a first team All Pro, but that was on punt returns. I look at Agnew's stuff and I'm like, yeah, never mind. I don't think he hasn't really showed much. His rookie year, he played in 13 games, 2 receptions, 18 yards. Hey, but he caught both of them. He was targeted 2 times, 100%, man. And then you go his sophomore year, Played in 6 games, so I'm assuming he was hurt. Is this a head scratcher for why they gave him this money? Are they just banking on him because he's young?
Maybe.
Because last year he played in 14 games. He was targeted 20 times, caught 13 of them for 89 yards, 6.8 yards per reception, no touchdowns. Yeah, I thought he was more established. Damn, that just shows how much I paid attention. But
Yeah,
then again,
it's Detroit, dude. So
is that a good signing then? They got him for 3 years, 14.5 or 14.25 million. Is that a good signing?
for right now, I think it's all right. It's a time will tell kind of thing. But if you're to ask me right now, I'd say it's fine.
Oh well, if he needs a lot to to get on, like to get most of his money, it's
Right.
like 5 million this year because he got a signing bonus of 1.1 million.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna get a roster bonus of 262,000. The workout one for 200. But that's if he even makes the team. Because what if they end up drafting wideouts too? So it's not even a guarantee that he's gonna even be there.
Right.
But okay,
Yeah.
I guess it's really a low risk, potentially okay reward. I don't know because he doesn't have much to go off of to be like, oh,
there's not a lot. That's why I'm kind of indecisive. If he breaks out, he breaks out, and that's fine because of his contract.
Yeah, because I'm looking at his money because it's the same thing basically too. Because he's only making next year 4.5 million, and then like last year of his contract 4.75.
Mm-hmm.
They could always cut him with it'd just be a dead cap of 2 million. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is a question mark grade for me. It's like who the hell is that? Let's see, who else do we have to address? Okay, so we addressed the wideouts. Let's go and address the quarterbacks that have signed.
Quarterbacks. I need to get a soundboard.
We gotta get Belichick. Me recording Belichick's voice.
Right.
We gotta get John Gruden's voice. Us recording. Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be my neighbor. Mike Glennon.
Oh yeah, Mike Glennon. All right. Where?
Did you see his friend tweeted it?
His friend? No.
Yeah, his friend tweeted it. I guess it was already almost done the deal.
Uh-huh.
But his friend's like, oh, Mike Glennon. Yeah, Mike Glennon going to the Giants per source, best friend or some shit like that, or very reliable source, and it was like one of his close friends.
Yeah, another upset. Oregon State beat Tennessee.
Tennessee. I don't even know if I picked them. To be honest, I'm like,
yeah.
What matchup was that?
12-5.
Well, those are usually always guaranteed, like at least one upset every tournament. You get at least one upset between the seeds of the 14th through 12.
Oh, really?
Because there's always at least one. Because I don't really consider the 11 seed
a bad one.
I don't really consider that much of an upset sometimes, because sometimes it's really good teams that are the 11th seed. I don't know. I just okay. So let's go into quarterbacks. Not really that much to go off of. Jeez, the QB market is depleted. I hope Joe Flacco goes to the 49ers. He's supposed to meet with them. That'd be funny. Let's have him go there, especially since he beat them in the Super Bowl. All right, so we got Ryan Fitzpatrick signing with the Washington football team, 1 year, $10 million. I like that one. You'll finally
too. Love Fitzmagic.
I think he'll be a good. Yeah, everyone loves him. He's playing on his 8th team. I like how he's like every game's a revenge game. So I played for every fucking team.
Every team.
I think that's a good one for Taylor Heineke if they really want to give it to Heineke. I think it's really going to be a QB battle between them two. I don't think they have enough to try to trade up for Watson. Do they have enough? Where are they right now in the draft?
Let me see. I think they're like
It's gonna be pretty low.
17.
Like
Yeah,
17.
I think so. Hold on, let me see.
You could potentially get Mac Jones right there, which I wouldn't mind. That would be an interesting pick.
It is 18th. That was so close.
Okay, so
sorry, 19th.
It would
19.
On 19. So it's basically Mac Jones, right? Because Trey Lance will probably be taken before.
Sounds about right.
Because there's some mocks where they have Trey Lance falling like pretty far.
Oh, really? I'm not too
Yeah.
many mocks as of late.
So it could be either Trey Lance, Mac Jones, more realistically, Mac Jones. So you could have a QB room of Heineke, Fitzpatrick, Jones. I think that'd be a pretty interesting QB room. Fitzpatrick would probably be the number one or be pushing Heineke. Let's see. Andy Dalton, who signed a 1-year, $10 million contract with the Bears.
The Bears. Gotta love that.
So you go from Mitchell Trubisky to Andy Dalton. Oh, man.
What's the difference?
It's like that meme where it's like with the computer and you're pushing the button.
Oh, upgrade.
It's like upgrade. And it's like, no, go back. Basically, he signed with them because they told him he was the starter. I like how their odds went from 40-1 to winning the Super Bowl to 50-1. Pretty sure Andy Dalton doesn't like seeing that, but he probably don't care because he's getting like $10 million. He don't give a shit. So that one was a head scratcher. I think if I was Chicago, I'd rather go Fitzpatrick. I think I would rather go Jacoby Brissett. Shit, why not just let Trubisky play one more year? And if he sucks, then you fire everyone.
Then you blow
get rid of the coach. Yeah, there you go. I don't know who they would go after for next year's QB class because there's a few guys, and there's like I don't really know super because you keep talking about who is it, the Oklahoma quarterback, Rattler,
Spencer Rattler.
I still haven't watched really any film on him. The only guy I've seen really is like Brock Purdy, but that was because I thought he was going to come out this year for the draft. Let's see. Then there's Tim Boyle, who was Aaron Rodgers' backup, signed with Detroit, 1 year, $2.5 million. I guarantee we'll see him next year at some point. Jared Goff always gets hurt, it seems like. And then the GOAT, Mike Glennon, signs a 1-year deal, $1.3 million with the Giants. He's taking Daniel Jones' job, calling it now.
Hot take.
And then you got, poor dude, man, Tyrod Taylor.
Taylor. That means they're getting a quarterback soon.
That's true. That is true. So no, but that sucks. So are they going to do the same thing? They're going to take a page out of the Chargers handbook.
They're going to stab him in the lung.
Hey there, man. Hey, Tyrod, we need to see you real quick in the back.
No. Just take him out there. No.
Hey, if you guys want to start him, if you want to start him. Don't hurt me. Don't start this guy.
It's like, dude, all you gotta say is like, hey, Tyrod, come see us in the back. Like, dude, just start him, man. Just do it. I'm fine.
Or he tells him, does the team doctor have Zach Wilson on his fantasy team? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Fucking start him. I'm not going back there.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck that.
So they address that in the form of a Deshaun Watson fallout, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah, because I just feel bad because I feel bad for Coley because obviously he doesn't know, like, they did set him up to fail. And then, he wants to try to make things work, but Deshaun's like, nope, not listening to you. I don't care. Who the fuck are you really? And I get it. He hasn't proven shit. I think at this point, they should have just went with Trubisky.
Think so?
Houston probably should just take a gamble on him. And if he sucks, then, he
sucks.
He sucks. Blow up the team. It's not like they're going to be good anyways. I think you could have him play and then have Zach Wilson or whoever they draft sit. Trubisky's probably good enough to at least win him a few games. I don't know. I don't know where. Remember, he has that award. He has that Nickelodeon award.
He's got the MVP.
So that speaks volume. Patrick Mahomes doesn't even have that. Sean Watson doesn't. So it's like, damn, give that guy all the money in the world. know what? I hope Tyrod Taylor leaves Houston. They end up trading him, or after this 1 year, he leaves. I think he's going to make he could get up to 12.5 million on his contract. I think he's making 6. They don't have his details, but I could have sworn I saw in an article. Get your money, man. And then go to Tampa. Here. Go to Tampa. Go win a ring. You deserve to win a ring. Go win one, man. Or go to Cleveland. I don't know. Cleveland's going to be up there too for rings at some point within these next few years. Don't put it past them if they make the Super Bowl next year and face off against Tom Brady. Oh, that'd be so funny.
What?
That'd be one of the best Super Bowls because everyone knows how you hate Tom Brady with the passion.
I don't hate Tom Brady.
And then,
I just think he's overrated.
No, and then if he beats you, that's gonna piss you off even more. And then it's gonna be funny because then he would have beaten your team, my team, and Drew's team in the Super Bowl. Oh man, that would be so hilarious.
Are you done?
Then I just get you a Tom Brady jersey. I'm gonna get you a custom Browns jersey with Tom Brady on the back with his number. Yep. That's gonna be your.
At that point, we're gonna be moved in together, and I'm gonna burn it in the backyard. So
you use it to wipe your ass.
We're out of toilet paper. Oh, never mind.
I got my Tom Brady Cleveland Browns jersey. I'm good, man. I'm good. So yeah, it doesn't. Jacoby Brissett goes to Miami. There you go. That's who's gonna get the ball to Will Fuller. Jacoby Brissett. Well, I would rather trust him than Tua. Tua looked completely lost sometimes.
Give him the year, Miami, man. I'm not saying you'll turn it around, but it's just unfair.
Miami, you really kind of fucked up. You could have had Herbert, just saying. Could have had Herbert. Their playoff team with Herbert. They make the playoffs with Herbert.
Next
in
year,
a different universe.
Bucket?
Who? I'm saying the Dolphins, if they would have drafted Herbert, they would have made the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
I ain't that stupid. I'm not betting on the Chargers.
That's a totally different issue, right?
Hell yeah, man. And then, Trubisky, QB controversy. He's going for Josh Allen's job.
Now Josh Allen's going to be his backup, which is kind of weird after almost having an MVP season last year. So, sorry, Josh. Your time has come. Your days are numbered.
Did you see the Pat McAfee show when they were talking about this?
No, what happened?
They were talking about it, and then they brought up the Nickelodeon award too. They're like, well, does Josh Allen have a
MVP?
Was it an MVP? Yeah, does he? No. And then you just hear Zito like, "Thank you, Mitch." And he just is like every other minute he just yells, "Thank you, Mitch." And then when Ty's like, "Oh yeah," Josh Allen's like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, let's do it." He's like, "You want me to throw left-handed? Because this guy's a fucking joke." They're just bashing it. It was fucking hilarious. But the funny thing is, people really think it's gonna be a QB controversy. People actually really think that. I'm like, I can't tell you trolling.
I tweeted that, and people were like, "No, you idiot!" I'm like, okay, sorry, guys.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
It was just a joke.
That really covers most of key big signings. Let's go and do, I guess, like you could give me a few of them if you want, like your top signings and your worst bonehead. What the fuck are you doing? You must be on something. A John Gruden type of signings. There you go.
Stooge of the week.
Basically. Let's go. You could give me as many as you want. If you want, just give me one. Who do you so what's your best one of your best signings?
Best signings, unbiased, is John Johnson to the Browns.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Incredible value. Even if I wasn't a Browns fan, I would have said this. This is incredible value. It fills a need, and it's just super team friendly. So I'm going off that. It filled the need, and if they had a need, they filled it with $11 million. And
with 11 million.
With $11 million, which feels like I'm not saying a lot, but it's a lot. The worst one or the most questionable one. No, okay, I'll do a worse one and a questionable one.
Okay.
Yeah, the questionable one was I would like to go Kenyon Drake to the Raiders. That one was head scratcher per se.
No, that one was for sure.
I'm saying it was bad. I just didn't think that was a position they should.
Well, who knows? Maybe they can work it out.
If he turns into an MVP, if Kenny Drake wins MVP, I'll jump into a frozen river or something. I don't know. And the bad one was Andy Dalton to the Bears for $10 million. You know,
Bears.
Bears.
When he could have got Fitzmagic.
He could have got Fitzmagic. This is a lot of things you could have done. So that's just weird.
I would have rather paid Brissett. Come on, like why not Brissett?
Right.
It's not like the team's getting better. They just cut Fuller, didn't they?
Yeah.
They cut Fuller. Oh, then this is another one we forgot to discuss.
Who?
I know it's not gonna be that big, but Patrick Peterson goes to the Vikings 1 year, $10 million.
Oh yeah.
He wants to go somewhere where he has a quarterback, I guess. I'm like, why not just stay? I'm like, why not just stay? Why not just stay with Kyler Murray? You're really gonna go to Kirk Cousins? Okay, like, all right, man, whatever. Kirk Cousins is like the definition of normal and average.
Do what you got to do, man. So yeah, $10 million.
Pay them bills.
Pay them bills.
Oh man, I forgot another one. Marlon Mack re-signs with the Colts, 1 year, $2 million.
Good for him.
Hopefully he could turn it around.
Yeah.
Hopefully he could turn it around because I think he would have actually had a pretty good market if he, stays healthy. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do the same as you with, some of the best, questionable, and worse. And then after that, we'll go ahead and talk about like the Bears trade package. The Bears for Russell Wilson, and which made them go towards Andy Dalton because they said, nah. All right, so one of the best, I like the Marvin Jones one because you give Trevor Lawrence a very reliable guy who never really hurt. He could potentially kind of be the number one with that team for a short time. He's only there for 2 years. He's 31, so he's coming towards like the end anyways. But as long as he can stay healthy, I think he'll help Trevor Lawrence ease into the league. So I like that one, and especially for 14. He's making 11, but he could get up to 14 and a half. Not bad at all.
Yeah.
So I like that one, and I also like the John Brown one. We've talked about that one like off air and everything.
I do like that one. Yeah, I do like that one.
That one was like a signing that I feel like a lot of teams that need like another wideout that doesn't need to be the 1 or 2. That's gonna really help you in the passing game. John Brown's your guy. He's still fucking quick.
Yeah.
For being 32.
Just gotta stay healthy.
He doesn't really. Yeah, he just has to stay healthy. That's the only thing with him. And when he was healthy last year, it didn't really matter because Cole Beasley outproduced him. So it sucks. So just as long as he can stay healthy, I think he'll be a valuable asset for the Vegas Raiders. The questionable one, I had a few of them. Where questionable one. I feel like it has to be the Trubisky one. It's pretty questionable. I like Kenny Drake as also questionable one because this is just gonna bring some stupid unnecessary attention to the whole to the whole thing.
Just one wrong leak that says Sean McDermott's thinking about, because I only could have one game and fans would be like, bring in Trubisky.
We want Trubisky.
And then one false like leak that's not even true could be Sean McDermott's thinking about bringing in the Mitch. So it's this is
how Mitch is gonna.
This is how
Mitch is gonna take the reins? This is how he's gonna take the position. Yeah, he's gonna take the reins from Josh Allen. They're gonna sign, one of Mitch's friends in free agency. I don't know if Mitch has any friends in the league. He probably does. They're gonna sign one of them, and he's gonna be the one that's like, hey, leak out a story that the locker room doesn't like Josh Allen, something about him after one bad game. There you go. There's your source, because all you need is something like a player being like, Josh Allen sucks. Josh Allen this or whatever. We should just throw in Trubisky. And then you have a whole mess you have to deal with. Yeah, like that one didn't make any sense. Trubisky probably would have been better off staying with Chicago or even going to a team that's really not going to compete. Maybe go to the Bengals, back up Joe Burrow. I don't think there's really going to be any controversy about that because Burrow was actually the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
He had a pretty good year. It's just he got hurt for his ACL. Well, got his whole knee destroyed,
Kind of
basically.
got hurt,
And then
His
another
whole knee
one. So that was the questionable one, and the worst one I would have to say is probably just because the context of why they got to there, and you could have probably got Brissett or someone else, Fitzpatrick, for the same amount. The Bears signing Andy
Bears.
Dalton,
Right. Okay.
because the Seattle didn't want to take their offer, and that's pretty bad.
They're
Come
down
on,
bad. They're so down bad right now. They're just going through it. They're just going.
and
You know what I
and
mean?
I feel like, is Seattle gonna get a better offer than this? Probably not. I don't know. We'll discuss it right now, anyways. But for them to, I feel like now the league is just fucking with the Bears now. At this point,
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, we're not taking your calls. Like Chicago keeps
we're not
calling.
taking
We're not
all the
here. We're not
all the
here.
GMs. All the GMs are in a group chat.
Yeah, like
and they're like, "Hey, don't answer any of Pace's calls. Don't answer his text. Don't do anything."
right.
If you get a number from Chicago, that's just Pace using a burner phone. He's trying to get you on the line. Oh man, go from Russell Wilson. That's a major downgrade. That's like going from having like LeBron on your team going to like Junior. Or one of us on like Wednesday, like, oh man, like that's
me last week.
Yeah, let's just put that behind, man, because you got outplayed. You really did get outplayed this week.
I did
by a bit. I think everyone on Eric's like little group. Like not trying to be mean or anything.
I scored some point. I scored points. I drove to the basket. I got those, but shooting wise, I could have done better.
Shooting wise, you couldn't do. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
I went 2 for 10, I think.
No, dude, you were worse. That was one game. You're 2 for 10.
No. I had like 5 shots after I made those 2. It was that one game and I made 2 and then I missed the next 2. Yeah, I remember. I was like, dude, I'm not shooting again.
The first game when Eric had his coworkers play against us,
I didn't make one.
Shot at least 10 shots.
I had 6 shots. I counted. I had 6 shots and I didn't make one, and I did not make a single one.
He's trying to stat stuff, guys. He's trying to make himself sound like a better shooter. Instead of being 0 for 10, he's 0 for 6.
If you spread out the numbers, it looks like a lot.
Like Giannis when they're talking about with Forbes. Well, if you really think about it, I went 2 for 2 in the All-Star game, so technically I'm the better shooter in that span.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, yeah, dude, you gotta just put
that's
that
behind me,
man.
Yeah, that's behind me.
Don't worry, you're gonna have. No, we need Kaz back to get you. We need Kaz back to gain your confidence, man. We need Kaz back.
That just means I'm set up for a good week next week.
You said that like for the last 2 weeks.
No, but I mean it this
I just
time.
messed with you.
I mean it this time.
I actually mean it. Oh man. All right then. Before we get super sidetracked, and I don't know if people want to hear us talk about our Wednesday. Yeah. One of these days, I'm just gonna do that, like on an episode. We're just gonna talk about how we did on Wednesday.
We should.
The Bears offered the Seahawks 3 first rounders. Yes, the Bears offered him 3 first rounders, a 3rd rounder, and 2 unnamed starters. That's the thing I want to know. Who are those starters? I feel like maybe Nick Foles. Is Nick Foles on the team still? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Maybe to work out money. It
Possibly.
would have to be Nick Foles. Can Nick Foles do enough to help Seattle win?
No. Okay.
That's probably why they're like, nope, never mind. The Bears don't have anyone else. Not like they're going to trade Trubisky. Why would Seattle want Trubisky? Oh man, Trubisky.
Someone will take a chance. Someone will take a chance on Mitch. I believe.
Well, yeah,
obviously.
obviously.
I believe in you, Mitch.
Well, yeah, dude. He has a MVP.
He's got an MVP. Nobody else has an MVP.
Yeah, Mahomes hasn't had that. Peyton didn't get that. Joe Montana. Just like listing all the greats. These guys didn't get him. So damn, at least he could go down in history and tell his kids, I got the MVP. Not even the great Patrick Mahomes had that. But Dad, you sucked. Shh, Timmy, be quiet.
Do you have an MVP,
Go to your room.
Tim? Do you have an MVP, Timmy? Yeah, I didn't think so. Go to your room.
But that's just as good as a participation trophy.
Precipitation.
Precipitation. They're like, no, but I have a spelling bee trophy. What about that? I'd be more impressed with the spelling bee trophy than the MVP, to be honest.
Mhm.
Are they ever going to trade Wilson?
No.
We'll kind of end it on that. I don't think so either. They're just going to try to. Have they even
waiting
been
for someone
spending
to
money?
bite? To be honest, I feel like they're waiting for someone to bite.
But what's the offer there? What's the offer that you think they're looking for?
Good question.
Like if it was
four first round picks.
If it was Jacksonville, if Jacksonville was calling, they would say yeah, right, for sure. What if it's only like the first overall pick this year? Okay, so maybe 2 first rounders, a second rounder, and then throw in like maybe like a 4th or 2 fourth rounders, something like that. And probably a starter because you have to balance out the money.
Yeah.
What do you think they would take the trade? Because that guarantees them getting Trevor Lawrence.
I don't know. If they would bite or not, I don't know. It seems like they weren't even taking any calls whatsoever. Whether or not Jackson calls them up will be the deal breaker. It's a good question.
Well, obviously,
I don't know.
Obviously, they ain't gonna do that. You go Trevor Lawrence. He's younger.
Do not underestimate them.
Don't underestimate Shad Khan.
Yeah.
He's listening to this. He's like, oh, they don't think I'm being serious. Okay.
I was like, why didn't I think of that?
He's like, these guys on the YouTube, they don't think I would call and trade away. They don't think I would trade away the number 1 pick for Russell Wilson. Let's see. They calls him up. Breaking news: Jacksonville trades the number 1 pick for Russell Wilson. We're like, oh my god, we caused that.
Spoke it to existence.
We caused that. We just need LeVar to speak it to existence. There you go. He will. He'll somehow do it. LeVar. Yeah, I'm looking at their acquisitions. All they did was bring back a fullback. They got a corner, a guard. Oh, they brought back a guard. They lost their tight end, Jacob Hollister. Surprised, because he actually put up some good numbers when he was actually playing. And they brought in Gerald Everett, the Rams tight end.
Yeah.
Is he a blocking tight end? Is that their way to press the line?
Yeah.
There you go, Wilson. We got you a blocking tight end. Now shut up and play for us.
Now shut up and play. There, shut up.
Yeah, that Russell Wilson. I don't know how you're gonna get out of that. He has a what's his contract look like, anyways?
Let Russ cook.
Let's see. I love it when they do the Gridiron Heights when they blow it, and they always have like Russell Wilson cooking in the background. There's like a fire starting.
The grill. Yeah.
Yeah. Whenever he loses a big game, they always have that. And I'm like, oh man, that's funny. It's funny when you look up Russell Wilson on here. It's like, are you looking for Russell Wilson of the Seahawks or Russell Wilson of the Yankees? Why the fuck would you have the Yankee one on there? I understand, like, he got drafted, all that kind of stuff, right? He got drafted or he signed? He got drafted, huh?
By the Yankees, no. He was a Ranger, I think, before that. So I think he signed.
Oh, okay. He's there till 2023. By then, he's gonna be 35, and ain't no one gonna pay him after that.
Touch that, yep.
Especially too, since he always gets hit.
Right.
Ooh, his body. Once he's done with football, I feel bad for him.
Pause. Well, what did you say?
No, his body, because he gets hit a lot.
Dude.
Oh, okay.
You're like, ooh, his body?
You know what I meant. See, that's what you're thinking of, man. Yeah.
Yeah, great comeback. Great comeback. You should have got me there.
Yeah. Shut up.
Anyways,
Nah, but his
keep
bones are gonna be
keep
made
saying
out of
about his body.
glass.
Uh-huh.
There you go. His bones.
His
There you go. Let me
bones.
clarify. His bones.
That's just funny. Yeah.
Dick. Um. No, I hope now you have like 3, like the next like few Wednesdays you have horrible shooting.
Appreciate it.
Make sure you don't touch the ball.
Appreciate
like,
it.
Look at me. I'm the captain. I'm the shooter. I'm the shooter. Gotta carry your ass.
Do it.
How much you weigh? Like 200? I have to carry 200 pounds on my fucking back.
Yep.
Whenever we play on the team, on the same
Mhm.
team.
You know it.
All right, then. I think that's everything. Did you watch Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Halfway through it.
How do you only watch half?
Because we needed to start the episode, so I came over here and then I started watching the basketball.
Why didn't you watch it? Why didn't you watch it earlier?
Because I was busy.
Okay. All right.
Because I was busy.
I was busy. God damn it.
I was busy.
Dang, Flabbit.
Yeah,
All right, then let's go ahead and do the outro.
Okay.
All I know is I feel bad for Sam. That's all I'm gonna say for Falcon and Winter Soldier, and Bucky too. But I feel bad, especially for Sam, because I don't know if people know, but it looks like I don't really want to say it because of the times right now, but it looks like it's kind of covering something like that.
Okay.
I think you know what I'm talking about.
I do. I already knew about that. But yeah. So I'll finish up that episode. I saw Justice League last night. Took me 4 hours. Let's just say it's better than Justice League, the first Justice League.
It's better than Justice League. It's better than the Justice League. Zack Snyder is just Justice League. Josh Whedon
is the other Justice League. The Bustus League. But yeah, that's fine.
Hail Snydra.
Hail Snydra. Yeah, it was very enjoyable. Had fun. I hope if you watch it, it's fun. It's a fun movie. But yeah, pretty much covers everything, right?
Yeah, that covers all of it. Our free agent episode. Basically, nothing big happens. We'll hopefully next week we'll have a little bit more like kind of knowing like who's going to be on the rosters for opening day. We did already get a bunch of announcements on starters who are going to be the opening day starter. Who's the Blue Jays? Have they announced it yet or no?
No. It's going to be Ryu though.
Bums. He got Glass now in his Slutter.
Slutters.
His Slutter's a thing of beauty, man.
Can't wait.
Can't wait. All right, let's go and do the outro.
Sure. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Brooks.
And watching.
Don't
forget watching.
I leave that for you. I leave that open for you. Have a happy Friday. And my name is Vic.
I'm Xavier, and go watch Falcon and Winter Soldier. This episode is brought to you by Disney Plus.
Hey up, Disney. It's been a while. All right. See you later.
All right. See you, man.
Later.